Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on our single-player survival Minecraft world. Now, today we are going to be doing what we said we were going to be doing 2 episodes ago and we still haven't got there, and that is working on this new area world, this soon-to-be new area down the bottom here, where we're going to have our docks and all of that sort of stuff. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly sleep the night away, because I didn't realize it was actually as late as it is. So we'll quickly go run and jump into our bed, and hopefully there's not a creeper up here like I've experienced already. Cool. Alright, I've got to be careful. You never know. So we'll quickly sleep the night away. Now, what I was going to say is, last episode we did put in that comment tower. Now, as for last episode to this episode, we haven't got our comment of the day, or comment of the episode at least, just as of yet. And the reason for that is, that video isn't actually out just yet, so we'll do these as they are available to be done. But yeah, we got that skeleton. We'll pick up all of that. Yeah, do you see I was sliding because of the ice under here? Now, I swear I should be getting 2. It is on hard. Okay, good. All right. So what we were going to be doing is we're going to be filling in all of this, a little bit of this area here, with what we're going to be doing for our platformy thing. What is this called? Dock? This isn't called it. It's called, like a wharf, maybe? What? Yeah, alright. So, we're going to be filling in this type of stuff around there, and I kind of like the way it's been done here. I think it works really, really well, and we will get onto that. But that's not the important thing. That's not the new, exciting, fun thing that we're going to be in today. Man, already messing up with my words. We're going to be doing today. I'm half involved in my words. Alright, so there we go, we'll get that steak. Now, what we are going to be doing today, specifically, which is the cool thing, is this path that comes over here. We haven't completely finished this, and that's not really a big deal. So it's coming down from here, going down this way, and you can see it comes down here. Now, I want this to branch off this way, and I also want it to branch along this way, still staying relatively high like that, so it still comes around there. Now, that's a plan. So we're going to have to build in some of this dock land stuff around here, and we're going to have to also, come on, get up there. We're also going to have to build that path there. So I think doing these paths, first of all, will get us like an idea of where we can build and where we can't build, instead of doing it a bit later and having things look a bit funny. Now, I stored some stuff in a chest 2 episodes ago. Was it this one? There we go. Good. I really didn't feel like chopping down some oak trees, man. I've chopped down so many oak trees. Between this series and our KaoshKraft series, I just love oak wood. But look at it. It's awesome. It's just like so, like, neutral but poppy at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like, it pops. It's good. It's awesome. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to get ourselves a bunch of these. Maybe that's a bit overkill. We'll do 9. Check how many slabs we get from that. Yeah, and then we can do 1 more, just to get rid of those 2. Alright, perfect. So there we go. Good. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start over here, and I'm going to continue the same design around, but overall, I just want to kind of say that this area that's being built here, how this kind of ties in quite nicely with what we're doing in our comments section, which is like, you know, our comments of the episode thing. What we're doing there, it's kind of going to be quite useful in this area, because a lot of the stuff that we're going to be building here is actually stuff that's been suggested by you guys. So I think it's really great that we've got that all up and running now, so that when you guys do give me more suggestions for this area, I can put them in straight away, and we can give the comment of the episode to that person if it is one that has a comment of the episode, unless it's another comment, obviously, you know how it works. But yeah, realistically, that's going to be very, very useful for us building this section over here now. So I'm really, really glad we've got all these comments and stuff coming in, which helps us. It really does help me so much when I have some ideas from you guys, because obviously I'm full of ideas with my own stuff, but in the end, this is a YouTube survival series, you know what I mean? This is on YouTube, so why not get involvement from everyone who is watching it? I mean, you guys might not be the ones building it, but you guys are the ones involved, and overall, I think things get done so much better when someone has 2 brains thinking about it, or maybe a few thousand thinking about it, and I mean, compared to just 1, obviously it's always better. So I think that's something that's really an asset to us, and I think it's something that will make this shape its own path, you know what I mean? It'll be different to the way I plan the city or this village, and it'll be different to the way you guys think of it, and I think overall it will be the best one regardless of what it is. And that's just kind of something that I thought was really, really interesting to think about in terms of Minecraft on YouTube and stuff like that. I think it's a really a fun thing to think about, I think. You know, it's fun when you think like how many people are watching this like right now. I mean, in the end, how many people will watch it in the future as well, and kind of see what has been the combination of my ideas and your ideas mixing together, forming something hopefully that's pretty and beautiful. You know what I mean? I just think that's a really cool, weird thought to think about. I think it's weird. Maybe it's just because I'm the one behind here. You know what I mean? I'm the one speaking and like with the name on the channel and stuff. But overall, it's an idea that's between all of us. You know, it's you guys helping me, and we together make something really, really awesome. I've already run out of all these oak things. So this is pretty much what we're going to do. I'm going to kind of shape this a little bit more compared to what we have already. And we're also going to have to clear out a bit of this hill here. So I'm going to have to charge that up sometime really, really soon, man. I'm amazed I didn't break it last episode, let alone what we're going to do this episode. And I know what's going to happen. I'm going to forget to recharge it. How much is it on? 132. It's still safe for now. But I'm going to forget about it, and then all of a sudden it's going to break. My heart's going to sink, and I'm going to be quite upset. But yeah, I think we probably should be a little bit smarter about that. Let's get rid of that. And in fact, what could be a good idea is to maybe push this one more back. So if we had pillars, we can maybe work out these pillars quickly. We'll do like there. What is the distance we've used here? I think this was kind of just a random distance, wasn't it? Yeah, that was random. And you know what? I actually think that kind of does look a little bit better than just like this sort of stuff. This makes like this symmetrical stuff. I'm kind of getting new ideas as I go, and well, at least concepts of as I go. And I feel that having the symmetrical stuff is more of a pre-built thing. You know what I mean? Like thinking of things that have been made. Like, for instance, a building, a path, a tunnel like that that's been dug. But as for things like this, you know what I mean? Like, things that we holding up a path, like this wall, we holding this wall up, retaining wall. You know, that sort of stuff I think should be a bit more asymmetrical and shouldn't really have as much symmetry. You know what I mean? Shouldn't have the same distance between blocks, because really, overall, between the blocks, I mean, this is meant to be, it's meant to be natural. You know, I just feel it gives a better natural thing. Better natural feeling. So we'll do this. I'll put in a bit more here, and I'm probably going to have to fill in the ground a bit more in here, because we're going to have a wall over there, but it's going to come a bit strange to this. We have to see the height that it comes. Now, the next thing that I have to do to get this path 100% working is around here, we're going to have to go down, and I think this height will be good for us to come down here, so maybe we can just mark it off with some of these, because we don't have anything, so we'll just mark it with these. Coming around, actually, we'll use stairs. Oh, we've got stairs. Well, that's good. Okay, so we'll put stairs like there and there. We'll obviously have it coming around there, there and there. And actually, we'll have to put this one back. So we'll have to go like that, and then obviously it'll work out there. And I think that won't be too little space for us to work with. I think it'll be a good amount of space. So let's get rid of these quick. We'll see how it works. I think the oak is a good choice for the docks, in my mind at least. It kind of makes me feel like a bit more marine-y. I don't know, like around by like a marina, or what would you call these things? A marina or whatever, this like thing we build in. Like it's something that just, it feels like this should be the color that is like that. I mean, it goes really well with blue. I think a dark oak would be a darker wood, sorry, would be a bit weird. Like spruce or dark oak for that matter. And I think it's just overall, it's a good decision to go with that. So let's quickly have a look at how this is going to turn out. Maybe, actually, instead of putting stairs there, we can put some of these there, because it can kind of gradually come down here with these slabs. So we go here, go a bit more, and then should be on this level, and we'll just kind of tear it out a little bit. And this is going to be one of, not like a messy path. This path over here should be quite a nice path, because it is coming from that building coming down here, and it's meant to look a lot nicer than before. So I think it's a pretty awesome path to check out. You know what I mean? I think it'll look good. Look very, very, very good, hopefully. But yeah, that's me talking it up before it has been done, and we all know sometimes that is a bit silly. So maybe we'll replace some of these. I'll replace them actually a bit later. I don't have any replacing blocks in my inventory like andesite and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. I was really hoping to get this idea going on here, guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut. I'm going to go fill in a bit more of this area, maybe up to there with these, pull them out a little bit, and put in the posts, because they do take a bit of time. They're a bit of messing around, trying to get them right. We're going to be putting in the edges and stuff. And then I'll be back, and we can go and carry on with a bit of other stuff. have a look at that. I think they're all pretty much looking like they're done. I'm probably gonna have to have a look. Yeah, they're all down to the bottom. Yeah, even that one. Good, perfect. Now, a little bit of a trick, if you guys were wondering, is when you put things down, instead of leaving it, for instance, there was a block there, leaving these things just here, take that down. It makes it look a little bit better, as if it actually is planted in the ground. And overall, it'll just improve everything a lot better. So I thought I'd just let you guys know that, because that was something that I didn't think of when I first started, and it's really something that's kind of obvious to me now. But a lot of you guys might wonder what, like, the little things that make a huge difference are, and that's one of them. Just doing things like that. Now, what we're going to do is, we'll quickly jump down here and have a look at that. We've got a plan. We've definitely got a plan here. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of pull out a little bit of this area here. We're going to have to take out that there. And we'll probably go up to, what height would be a good height? Maybe this height here be a good height. We'll have to have a look at what we've done on this side. So this side, we had ourselves some of these at the bottom. Okay, fair enough. So we just do stone brick at the bottom, cobblestone, and then we're going to be pushing it one back. So we actually don't have too much to do. I think we're probably going to have to go chop a few oak down to get all of that, but that shouldn't be too bad. So what I'll do is I'll kind of plan this out. We're going to have to take out there and maybe that one there. All right, cool. Right, perfect. So these are the sorts of things where it's going to take a little bit of time. I don't think it'll take too much time, but it's one of the things that are kind of not as buildy once we get into it. Man, I'm losing my voice here. But yeah, what I was saying is, it's not as, like, creative when we start copying things like this, but overall it has to be done. Kind of pull across to the other side, and it's for some reason I kind of get a little bit weirded out. I kind of feel like I really wish I could do something a little bit different. So if you guys do have any ideas for, like, sort of changing things up in this area here, I would really love to know them. Now, something that I'm thinking about adding in here, which is something I'm pretty sure is going to come, is once we've got ourselves a few things shooting off this way, like the the docking areas for the boats and stuff, we'll have ourselves like a little office, you know, the customs office type thing. I played quite a few games in my day, and one of the things I remember from quite a few of them is that a lot of them have these boat docks in medieval games, and I think that's kind of cool to have around here. So, like, these boat customs offices, even in those days, at least in games. So that could be something that that will be something that we're going to give a go, and I think it'll be kind of cool. So that's one thing we can add in here. Now, another thing which we spoke about in the last one was about how we are going to be doing ourselves a bit of the steampunky type feel to things. And obviously, we're not going to be doing a strict steampunk theme here, but it's something that I've had in the back of my mind for quite some time now. And it's something that I have thought about a lot while I'm actually building as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to be doing a lot of, like, blimps and stuff like that, like a lot of balloons. And a little bit of background on steampunk for those of you guys who might not be too familiar with what it is. Think about when the, like, Industrial Revolution was around. Now, I'm probably wrong, but just think about, like, people finding machines and finding all these cool new things that can do amazing stuff for us and having really crazy ideas of what the future could be. Think of that, like how they would have seen stuff. They would have thought of things like being a blimp with kind of weird technology around it based on steam, because steam was the main thing there. Now, that's kind of the idea behind steampunk, as far as what I'm concerned with it, at least. And that's sort of the idea that I would like to take to it as well, that these people have kind of hit their technology, they're starting to see stuff, and they got things flying. Like, that sort of look, at least. Maybe not all the way, but we'll definitely take it to some extent. So that's kind of the way I like to think of steampunk. Now, I mean, think of it this way, if you could think of the way. Imagine all of a sudden we had some, like, new technology that was discovered, and what is our first thing we would think of? Like, you know how people always go flying cars, but maybe a flying car isn't actually the best thing for us. I mean, in the days where the first blimps were invented and stuff like that, I mean, that was amazing technology. I mean, what else would you need? I mean, you couldn't have an airplane. That wasn't thought about, you know what I mean? So things like that are kind of things you have to take into account when thinking about this style, that these people don't actually know what's going to be happening here. They don't know what the future holds, but they've got their own thought of what it actually is, you know? That's what I think of, at least in my head, of what we're going to be doing here. So let's have a look. Is that looking all right? That is looking all right. Perfect. All right. So this is pretty much going to be a repetitive thing. I think I've done that wrong. That's going to have to go back in. But yeah, this will take a bit of time. Also, another little thing. Have a look over here. You can see There's a corner there. Right around there. Can you see that? Found out how the skybox works. You see? It's like a literal box there. I've kind of, a bit earlier, I noticed that's like the one corner that I see quite obviously. You can kind of see how it changes. Or maybe one day we'll try and fix that. But overall, it's not really an issue for me. But I thought that was just kind of something interesting. So, I'll be back, guys. I'll just continue on with this. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've filled in quite a bit of stuff. I just realized I do not have my spruce fences on me, in which case that won't be the biggest of issues, but I was kind of hoping to have some on me right now. So let's quickly check in that one there. Do we have? We've got 14. That'll do for now. Won't be enough for us, but it might actually just be very close, but I don't think it'll be enough. So you can see I've gone ahead and filled in a lot of this area here. I have missed a few of these, so that should be a quick fix there. And it looks one. Okay, right. And over here, we'll definitely need one to create a bit of support there. So let's get rid of these and quickly pop that in. Now, overall, I think this area is really starting to look quite nice. I think it's starting to come together a little bit, and it will have to. I mean, we're going to have to get everything to what? How is that sticking through there? All right, yeah, so it'll have to come together, but I mean, it's nice to see it happening, you know? It's nice to see stuff getting moving, and this area has been kind of bugging me for some time, just like the other side of our village on that side there is kind of bugging me right now, so we're going to have to get to that at some stage. Now, I'm just going to quickly put in a few of these, just to kind of make a bit of difference in here, so we do that, and we'll have to do a few of these things like that. So, put in, where's our thing? There, we just put that over there, put in one over there, and over there. Let's just mix things up a little bit. Oh no, that one actually was meant to be that. Actually, it doesn't matter if it isn't. Okay, there we go. And we'll put one more in over here. Because I don't want too much of this cobblestone sticking out, the mossy cobblestone, because it tends to look a bit weird by itself, I find. So maybe we'll just do a double one there. Like, it doesn't really match the stone when we use stone-colored mossy stone, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't match. We'll do that, and we've only got one more. Oh, no. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to probably put some stone ones in at some stage, but I don't want to use up all those vines right now, so we'll just pop a vine every now and then. One in there. Okay, I guess we've got one growing on that pillar now. One around there, and in there. And on top of that, I think it doesn't look too bad. Okay, good. That's alright. So what we'll do now is we will just get rid of the rest of these with some of those, and we'll replace some of these quickly. So there we go. And let's just do one more. Two more. There. Good. Alright, so that's out of our way. Now the next step is to go and do something like this. So what we've done on the last side is we put some of these around on over there, I think that height, or maybe we'll do them one higher. Like there. There. And we went ahead and we put in some of these. So we'll put in... Really? So we'll do it again. I just want to quickly actually check. So you guys will actually see what I'm talking about here. Now, we put them up two higher, so we had 2.5 blocks, and then, was that on the top or on the bottom? Let's just check that out. I think that's the bottom, so that's how we put it in. Okay, good. I just wanted to see for, like, rotation purposes whether or not we had to rotate this, but I think it's going to work out quite well, so we'll do one there and one there. And then what we do is, because the game sees that as an entity, we can then go and do... this. No. Okay, now I've messed this up. Alright, there we go. Come on. I think I'm getting lag. I don't know if I am. There we go. Done. Alright, so it's a nice little kind of torch holder. Something that looks a bit more cheaper for the front of our city, I guess, because we didn't want to spend as much money on doing this stuff. I guess that could be a kind of thought behind it. And then we could just put these in. So I think that's actually going to look quite nice. I think this is going to work out very, very well, in fact. But for today, guys, I think we're done. I think we've got it going. Now, the next step will be, obviously, adding boats, adding docks, adding all the cool stuff that we want. And have a look at that. That is starting to look really, really neat with the two coming together. I'm actually pointing at my screen with my other hand. Let me put my mouse. Like, with that and that coming together, I'm really, really loving it. In fact, what I'm seeing right now, which could be kind of nice, is maybe even pulling this path around this side and meeting up there. That could even be kind of cool. I'm not too sure whether or not we'll do it in the end, or whether we will do it at all. But I think it will be kind of awesome to get done. So thank you very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.